Hello, everybody. Manlius here, and welcome to another episode of Final Fantasy XVI. And we're going to continue with the main quest. But first, let's have a quick rundown of events leading up to here from the past few episodes. So, we've been tasked to go to the Crystalline Dominion, and we need to get there through Baklad, a busy market town situated on the northeastern coast of Dalmekia, where the Strait of Otha drains slowly into the gaping crater of Zemeckis Falls. Also known as the Thousand Tables, its streets thronged with merchants from across the realm, each loudly hawking their wares to keen-eyed customers intent on finding a bargain. The gate at the rear of the town leads directly onto the Crystal Road, and therefore out of the Republic. As such, it is heavily guarded against unauthorized entry or exit. And one of the key players that we found here in Baklad to help us get through the gate, because Getz lost his pass, was Eloise, owner of the Crimson Caravans, a highly esteemed porterage firm in Baklad. After her younger brother Theodore awakened as a bearer, she helped him to flee from their family home and build a new life far from those who would see him consigned to slavery. And yes, Theodore, her brother, who helped us find a band of thieves who were employing kids to steal from the merchants in Baklad. And Theodore is a porter and guard from the Crimson Caravans, the porterage firm that he runs with his beloved sister Eloise. Many beasts and bandits have eyed his company's caravans, but to date he has cut them all down. Theodore is also a bearer, but was spared the brand after awakening late and being spirited away from his family home by his sister, an act of kindness and self-sacrifice for which he is forever grateful. And so the Crimson Caravans is the most prestigious porting company in the market town of Baklad, led by the brother and sister team of Theodore and Eloise. For a small fee, they will move anything that needs moving, and if the cargo happens to be bearers recently released from slavery, they may even consider paying it from their own purses. And of course, Getz, who we know. As an apprentice to Karen and ally of the Hideaway, he is the proud bearer of a trader's pass that allows him to travel freely across the realm, something that is indispensable in completing the errands that Karen sets him. His latest task, to journey to the Crystalline Dominion in the company of Clive and Jill, using the pass to cross the heavily guarded and fortified border. And Getz is just the man we need to speak with to continue our journey.
You gonna do it?
Here you are, good. Try not to lose it again.
Me pass! You found it! Oh, thank you so much. Nan would have killed me if I'd come back without it. I'll have to say thanks to Elle and Theo, too.
So should you, Hunter. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens you again, you know who to turn to.
We do. And we already have. Miss L's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fit.
You stick at it, then.
And Goots, I'm sorry for stealing your pass.
That's all right. I've got it back now. And all's well that ends well, eh?
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
I'll do me best.
Till then, eh?
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
Right. Let's go.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts, and more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may. What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash, till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence,
My prince.
tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. And this is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
Okay, pretty intense. Alright, let's head into the Crystalline Dominion. For years, Drake's Tale has provided this relatively tiny nation with a wide-reaching influence, rarely afforded nations of the same size.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
And they're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
What is it, boy?
Medicine Girl.
What's happening?
I don't know. Torgal! This way.
And we start Fire in the Sky.
The city's on fire.
I'm sure Goots is fine. He'll be making for the square.
The one with the bell tower. In the middle of town, right?
Is there an obvious path? There is. Yeah, that was the medicine girl. I hope she won't have a big old deceased on her name now.
Spare the citizenry. His Highness's orders were clear. The people are...
Those were Imperial Dragoons. What in the hell is going on?
Let's go and see.
Right. But first we find Goots.
I feel like Joshua should really include us on his plans here. That would probably save for a bit more.
You there! Identify yourself!
We have to.
Like cohesiveness in all this. Oh, I can't do Scarlet Cyclone in the air. This sucks. Huh.
Around! Quickly! Cut them down!
There's no doubt about it. They're Dragoons. What is this then? A civil war?
I mean, we're kind of kicking their ass. I feel like, you know, even if we didn't know what's going on, you'd probably want to help entice a civil war.
Never thought I'd be glad to fall into a sewer.
Oh, big old crab. Doesn't do a fairly bad bit of damage.
Yes, Captain. What of the men and women in the market? The evacuation is complete. Will all who remain be thrown to the tender?
It kind of happened
There it
pretty
is.
suddenly.
The bell tower.
Right. Let's go. Ah, a goods lift.
Kind of dizzy, you know? I feel like Garuda's skills aren't very, I don't know. The only great skill that I think she has is the deadly takedown. Which kind of makes me want to do this. Because, yeah, I'm really not feeling... I mean, Aerial Blast is great for the stagger, don't get me wrong. But I don't know, just getting the damage output on Lightning Rod and Rising Flames just seems kind of a bit better move to me. I mean, we could take off Rising Flames and put Aerial Blast. Okay. What? Wait, which one am I doing? Oh, okay. Yeah. Aerial Blast, and then... Actually, let's do Lightning Rod. Let's see, what do we have? Thunderstorm damage. Can we do Lightning Rod damage? 9%? Okay. Then I want to see something.
Defend the gate!
Yeah, I want to see something when we get our Air Blast back.
Let's try.
See, if this exacerbates it, it does. So we could honestly just keep that going. Yeah, that's not a bad combo right there. Yeah, it's not a bad combo, especially if we could probably get aerial blast back quicker. That could be pretty devastating to bosses.
Damn it. We'll have to find a way around.
Are one of these open?
In the name of His Highness!
I wish that would build faster, but I can understand why it builds, probably built for multiple enemies at once.
Hold on, kids. We're coming.
I just want to see Goots pop off. For a big guy, he does have that axe that he carries around with him, so I wonder if we'll see that. Okay, let's head through the door. Nothing in here. Oh, we got a potion.
In the prince's name, none shall pass.
Definitely does a lot of stagger damage. Ooh, let me get out of this. Chopping through them pretty easily. Yeah, it's gotta be my new favorite combo, aerial blast and lightning rod. Which it may now be worth looking into upgrading aerial blast. And we need 4,000 to master. Okay. Game's giving us a lot of potions. That means there must be a boss coming up soon. feel like it would have made more like sense to have the multiple factions to fight rather than just the dragoons. Unless they just like already slaughtered everyone in such a small amount of time.
Can you see him anywhere?
Watch that be Goots.
It must be one of the Dragoon's pets.
You don't want to use this though, because he tends to be stationary more often than not, but when he does move, it would immediately render. Oh shit. Useless, but now if we do the deadly takedown, we can get this up. Let's see if we can get at least a little bit of this going. Nope. Okay.
I think it has something in store for us.
Yeah, I would say so. Oh shit. God dang. getting like fucked up by the camera. It's like I gotta land that lightning rod just a little bit closer. Okay, I don't like this. There we go. Holy cow. See, that one's tough with the dragons because of how much they move, and you know, you can go for body shots, but the headshot damage is just considerably more effective. We get White Wormbone. Being fiercely territorial in nature, it is rare for dragons to attain any considerable size in the wild, as constant in fighting ensures that most die young. Those bred and trained in isolation by the Empire, however, do not face this problem, allowing them to grow to unthinkable proportions.
Over here, Clive! Are you alright?
Goods, there you are.
I didn't know there'd be a dragon.
All right, let's get out of here.
Oh!
What now?
Is that Mother Crystal's heart?
What the hell is it doing up there?
Don't do this!
We must leave. Now, Your Grace. I beg of you.
This is not what he wanted. Something's happened. Forgive me, Yot, but I must put a stop to this.
Your Grace!
So, what do we do now then?
We destroy the heart.
Well, you might come back!
As soon as the flames die down, the Imperials and the Dalmex will move in. This may be our only chance.
And Bahamut has gone for now. You should get as far away as you can, Goots.
What? And leave you lot in the lurch? I can't do that. If you're staying, then so am I. I packed everything up before I made a run for it, so if there's out you need, just ask. But I won't be giving it away for free. Nan'd never forgive us if I did.
Thank you, Goots.
All right, and we have reached the remnants. I think this would be a great place to stop the episode. Only because, I think we're about to get into a pretty heavy part here that will kind of tie a lot of the story together so far. And I want to make sure we start fresh. So, in any case, as always, I appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you next time.